It's a bit hard to follow the men that have previously said their speeches. They were fantastic. Kevin Newell, and Don Ross. I actually listened to Don Ross's speech when he was inducted into the Ovens and Murray Hall of Fame, and it's the best speech I've ever listened to. I sat next to him at the table, and we laughed the whole way through, but it was a fantastic speech. And tonight, Kevin, your speech made us laugh heaps. I don't think I'm going to be able to emanate that, but I am a proud North Albury person, and I will be for life. Now I can start on my speech. I'm humbled and very privileged to receive this nomination, and thank to the Hall of Fame, and I thank you for considering me to be worthy enough to have this accolade. My affiliation with North Albury started when I married Tony, my wonderful husband, and he's an avid Hoppers supporter. Although being a Wodonga girl, I used to come to the games after I played netty out at Ginger or somewhere else because there was no netball in Ovens and Murray. I used to think it'd be a hell of a lot easier if Ovens and Murray had netball. Maybe that was in foresight that eventually that did happen, which was really good. One of the first memories of North Albury as a football club was the 1984 grand final when North Albury played Wodonga. I made Tony a green and yellow flag, drove him to the grand final, went and sat with all my Wodonga friends at the end of the game with my tail between my legs, had to head back over to Tone because, as you all know, North Albury won by 3 points. That wasn't very nice, being a Wodonga person at the time. So drove him home, he was very proud, he had the flag hanging out the window, and I wasn't impressed. We still have that flag today, but it gets used for netball. It's still wrapped up in the shed, and over the next 9 years I seem to become more focused on North Albury, and partway through the season 1993, which is the first season of Ovens and Murray netball, I started playing for the Hoppers due to a few friends from basketball and other good friends saying, "Oh, can you come and fill in? We have 2 of the girls are going to be away for the finals." Said yes, and I've enjoyed being part of the North Albury. Well, at that stage there was football and netball, but the netball club ever since. During that 24 years we've had a lot of fun, highs and lows, grand final wins and losses. The losses we always actually celebrated more than the wins, because when you win you don't really need to celebrate with alcohol. The losses you need to drown your sorrows. We had a few bonding nights out at the Lakeview resorts, which a few people here would remember those bonding nights. They were, once we got the 16s, you had to stop those because there was too many underage players, and we always did like to have a few drinks. We've had plenty of funny times spent at the North Albury Sports Club. We've had jugs of I can't even think what they're called now, fruit tingles, yes. We've had nights where half the girls were behind the bar pouring drinks. It's got a little bit more sedate now, you're not allowed to do that, but in the early days they sort of let the netball girls do what they wanted to. Didn't they, Karen? The highs far outweigh the lows, and a few of the really good, huge highs were winning 12 out of the 20 netball club championships that have been awarded. That was, we pride ourselves in being a netball club and bonding together with all the grades that we have and pushing through that we actually come out on top at the end of the season. With the netball club, the club champions, you have to all your grades have to be at the top of the ladder to win that. So that's been a huge plus for us. Being a part of the winning 25 grand finals in 24 years, being either a coach, a manager, a player, or something like that. It's, when you hit 25 grand finals in 24. This is our 25th year now, so hopefully at the end of this year we'll add to that tally. Being a part of the coaching panel that has helped kids taught them, become friends with most of the players, and just really enjoyed it. But the highest of highs came with playing in 2 A-grade premierships alongside my daughter Ashton. Although I taught her everything, I did. She used to boss me around on the court quite a bit. I think the opposing goal shooters used to have a good laugh at times when she was telling me I was lazy or move or... She brought the best out in me and made me work harder in every game, and I love her heaps and heaps for that, so that was fantastic. Another high was when our son Christian started playing football for Hoppers, and he won 2 junior grand finals, especially because they were against Albury, so that made it even more special. He actually wanted to play for Albury and with his friends, but after listening to Pete Westland and Janet tell their son that if he played for a different club he'd have to go and live in an orphanage, I took the same track with Christian and told him if he wanted to play for Albury he'd definitely have to live in an orphanage, and that wasn't going to happen. So another high was when he played his first senior game for Hoppers. Tony and I were really proud of him. And then listening to Kevin Newell tonight, and Christian has been a recipient of the Kevin Newell Trophy, so that makes it even more special for tonight to have been awarded life membership, not life membership, Hall of Fame membership with the great Kevin Newell. So over the years at North Albury Football Netball Club has become a second family and a second home to me. I do spend a fair bit of time there, whether it's power washing the netball court or doing quite a few things around the club. So, and to the players, the netball coaches, the committee, you've been absolutely amazing, and I've made many lifelong friends. Although I'm not coaching this year, I've enjoyed doing behind the scenes stuff, which makes Saturdays being at North Albury still really important. And now for my husband Tony. 35 years he's put up with me. He's been a netball widow. He's the best partner anyone could have. He cooks, he cleans, he does the washing, he also does the grocery shopping. Not all the time, but a fair bit of the time. And without him, I could not have devoted as much time to North Albury as I have, and I appreciate that so much. I just thank him for being him, I love him, and I wouldn't have him any other way. Just to finish up, I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame Committee, all the coaches that I've worked with over the years, the players and the North Albury Committee. It's been a fantastic 25 years. There has been parts that you don't enjoy, but the enjoyment is far ways out, the things that don't quite sit where you want them to, but it's been a fantastic time. And last but not least, I'd like to say cheers to North Albury for being such a great club, and in the words of Kenny Bruce, go, go, go Hoppers!